Display refresh rate is important when you are mostly use your phone for gaming. Also, it helps to give you better media watching experience too. So hello guys, welcome to Everything Smartphone. Today I have to present 5 best high refresh rate smartphone of 2020. Xiaomi Black Shark 3 Pro is a gaming smartphone, and this is the premium version of Xiaomi Black Shark 3. On the side, there are hardware retractable special keys for playing in landscape orientation. It is also known as the most powerful gaming smartphone currently in the market, with top-end processor, dual cooling system. On the rear panel, there are magnetic connector for charging cable with magnetic mount, which does not interfere during the game. Xiaomi Black Shark 3 Pro is available in the market from March 2020. The phone got a 7.1-inch AMOLED touchscreen display and a resolution of 1440x3120 pixels with an aspect ratio of 19.5:9. This display has always-on display features and 90Hz refresh rate and supports HDR10 Plus content. Also, it has under-display fingerprint unlock too. Xiaomi Black Shark 3 Pro has installed 7nm plus Snapdragon 865 processor for its performance with integrated powerful GPU Adreno 650. It has 8GB or 12GB of RAM with 256GB, 512GB UFS 3.0 internal storage respectively. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has triple camera setup on the back side. It has 64MP main shooter with f1.8 aperture and the 13MP ultra-wide lens with f2.3 aperture and a 5MP depth sensor lens with f2.2 aperture. On the front side, it has 20MP selfie camera with f2.2 aperture. Xiaomi Black Shark 3 Pro operates Android 10 operating system. As for the battery, it has 5000 mAh non-removable battery with 65W super fast battery charging support. It can charge 100% in just 38 minutes. The phone is available in two color variants, Phantom Black, Armor Grey, and it weighs about 253 grams. Xiaomi Redmi K30 available in the market from December 2019. A very respectable representative smartphone of the middle class. Probably the most inexpensive screen holder with a refresh rate of 120Hz. The phone got a 6.67-inch IPS LCD touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080x2400 pixels with an aspect ratio of 20:9. It is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 5. The Xiaomi Redmi K30 has installed 8nm Snapdragon 730G processor for its performance with integrated GPU Adreno 618, 6GB or 8GB of RAM with 64GB, 128GB or 256GB of internal storage respectively. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 256GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of the smartphone, it has quad camera setup on the back side, 64MP main shooter with f1.9 aperture and the 8MP ultra-wide lens with f2.2 aperture and the 2MP dedicated macro camera lens and a 2MP depth sensor lens. The camera provides shooting video in 4K resolution at 30 frames per second and supports 960 frames per second super slow motion video at 720p. The selfie cameras are located in the right corner of the screen, so the cutout for them had to be cut long. It looks specific, but the eye has already begun to get used to it. It has dual camera setup with a 20MP main selfie camera with f2.2 aperture and the 2MP secondary depth sensor lens with f2.4 aperture. Xiaomi Redmi K30 operates Android 10 MIUI 11 operating system. As for the battery, it has 4500 mAh non-removable battery with 27W fast battery charging support, which can charge 100% in just 68 minutes. The phone available in 3 color variants, blue, red, purple, and it weighs about 208 grams. Oppo Find X2 Pro is very sophisticated super flagship smartphone. Everything here is top notch, the most powerful processor, fastest charging, the coolest camera as well. Unlike Oppo Find X2 is IP68 rated, water and dust protected. Oppo Find X2 Pro is available in the market from March 2020. The phone got a 6.7-inch AMOLED touchscreen display and a resolution of 1440x3168 pixels. And this ultra high resolution screen has 120Hz refresh rate, and this is the world's first smartphone screen that supports more than billion colors, and it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 6. And the Oppo Find X2 Pro has IP68 rated for protection against dust and water up to 1.5 meter for 30 minutes. The Oppo Find X Pro has installed 7nm plus Snapdragon 865 processor for its performance with integrated GPU Adreno 650. It has 12GB of RAM with 512GB UFS 3.0 internal storage respectively. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has triple camera setup on the back side. It has 48MP main shooter with f1.7 aperture and a 13MP periscope telephoto lens with f3.0 aperture and the 48MP ultra-wide lens with f2.2 aperture. On the front side, it has 32MP selfie camera with f2.4 aperture. Oppo Find X2 Pro operates Android 10 operating system with ColorOS 7.1 UI. As for the battery, it has 4260 mAh battery with 65W fast battery charging support. The phone is available in 3 color variants: black, orange and Lamborghini edition, and it weighs about 207 grams. The largest, coolest and most expensive smartphone from the S20 line. It differs from its counterparts Galaxy S20 and Galaxy S20 Plus with more sophisticated cameras with completely indecent characteristics. While the screen and battery is slightly larger, otherwise everything is similar. Top chipset, all kind of digital buttons such as IP68 waterproof, the case is glossy and slippery. Unfortunately, there is no 3.5mm headphone jack in this smartphone, and it is obvious that the most smartphone is currently does not have any 3.5mm headphone jacks, since they are promoting their wireless headphone anyway. Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G available in the market from March 2020. The phone got a 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X touchscreen display and a resolution of 1440x3200 pixels with an aspect ratio of 20:9. And it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 6. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G has IP68 rated for protection against dust and water up to 1.5 meter for 30 minutes. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G has installed 7nm Exynos 990 processor for its performance with integrated powerful GPU Mali G77 MP11 for global version, and another USA version available in Snapdragon 865 processor with Adreno 650 GPU. It has 12GB and 16GB of RAM with 128GB, 256GB, 512GB of internal storage respectively. The phone supports an expansion of memory up to 512GB via a microSD card. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has quad camera setup on the back side. It has 108MP main shooter with f1.8 aperture and the periscope 48MP telephoto lens with f3.6 aperture and the 12MP ultra-wide lens with f2.2 aperture, and the fourth camera is a 3D TOF 0.3MP camera with f1.0 aperture. On the front side, it has 40MP selfie camera with f2.2 aperture. Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G operates Android 10 One UI 2 operating system. As for the battery, it has 5000 mAh non-removable massive battery with 45W fast battery charging support, which can charge 100% in just 58 minutes. And it also has 15W fast wireless charging capability. The phone available in 2 color variant, Cosmic Grey, Cosmic Black, and it weighs about 222 grams. ZTE unveiled to the delighted public the new Nubia gaming super smartphone, now with support for 5G network. ZTE Nubia Red Magic 5G available in the market from March 2019. The phone got a 6.65-inch AMOLED touchscreen display and a resolution of 1080x2340 pixels with an aspect ratio of 19.5:9, and it is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass. The ZTE Nubia Red Magic 5G has installed 7nm plus Snapdragon 865 processor for its performance with integrated GPU Adreno 650. It has 8GB, 12GB or 16GB of RAM with 32GB or 256GB of internal storage respectively. For the main camera option of this smartphone, it has triple camera setup on the back side. It has 16 megapixel main shooter with a 1.8 aperture and the 8 megapixel ultra-wide lens and the 2 megapixel macro lens. On the front side, it has 8 megapixel selfie camera with a 2.0 aperture. ZTE Nubia Red Magic 5G offers Android 10 Red Magic 3.0 operating system. As for the battery, it has 4500 mAh non-removable battery with 55-watt fast battery charging support. It can charge 56% in just 15 minutes and 100% in just 40 minutes. The phone is available in 4 color variant and it weighs about 218 grams.